searched him on his person. They said they've begun going through them, encrypting some of them, and giving them back to the defense. That will take some time. There are going to be some motions in this case. One of those was addressed today.
Hey, talking about I'm gonna show out. It's just my life. You can't get mad. Get the off my page. Tell me I'm gonna show out. I ain't no show out. I earn my shit the hard way.
Media was flooded with posts and videos alleging that CNN had obtained and publicly shared the personal banking records of Floyd Mayweather Jr., with claims suggesting the documents proved he was banking.
Ladies and gentlemen, chaos broke out. And I'm not talking about legit, bona fide boxing, pure boxing chaos. I'm talking about the kind of stuff that's just embarrassing. Look at this here, please.
In a widely followed Reddit discussion, where anonymous posters uploaded blurry images they said showed Floyd Mayweather Jr.'s bank balances, some appearing at zero or in the negative. According to those posts, CNN anchors had supposedly referenced the alleged leak during a special Financial Watch segment, intensifying the online buzz. The shared images were described as statements listing several accounts under Mayweather's name, with reported balances ranging from negative $25,000 to nothing at all, along with sizable pending withdrawals labeled as alimony, tax liens, and legal fees. One page allegedly showed total liabilities surpassing $120 million without any matching assets. Participants in the thread pointed out that much of the material appeared censored, with blacked out sections covering account numbers and other identifying details, leaving only faint bank letterheads visible. Supporters of the narrative argued that these redactions made the documents seem legitimate, suggesting the network had lawfully acquired them under shield protections before concealing sensitive data prior to release. After the posts gained traction, numerous influencers and commentators amplified the allegations, using eye-catching thumbnails and bold headlines that generated millions of views. Prominent boxing podcast hosts even dedicated full episodes to analyzing the supposed records line by line and debating potential legal consequences. Adding to the conversation, Stephen A. Smith publicly weighed in again, this time addressing reports that authorities had searched properties linked to the retired champion as part of an investigation into alleged financial wrongdoing and unpaid obligations.
When you are as great as Floyd Money Mayweather, everybody doesn't deserve to be in your space. I know you like to make money. You're never going to stop making money. Very, very few people on the planet know how to make money like you know how to make money. But some of this stuff...
...had to have carried out searches at homes connected to Floyd Mayweather Jr. in both Miami and Las Vegas after his business. Mayweather Promotions became the focus of a probe involving alleged tax violations and broader financial misconduct. Reports claim that during those operations, the Federal Bureau of Investigation discovered documents believed to be falsified. Reacting on his program, Stephen A. Smith spoke forcefully, comparing Mayweather's situation to that of some of Ed, the most infamous financial offenders following news of the searches. As the story unfolded, investigators reportedly uncovered an unexpected detail. Several luxury properties Mayweather had publicly presented as his own were allegedly tied to calculated branding agreements. Under these arrangements, he would appear as the owner to elevate the property's profile and attract buyers, receiving compensation or select real estate assets in exchange. Federal officials, however, allegedly interpreted the setup as misleading to consumers. Smith also expressed concern over claims that investigators connected Mayweather to multiple cryptocurrency controversies, alleging he endorsed digital coins that later collapsed, leaving supporters with significant losses after he distanced himself from the project.
Viciously, his head did a 180 before he fell on his face. To report to you that I'm incredibly disappointed in one of my all-time favorite fighters.
Floyd Mayweather Jr. has long relied on endorsement arrangements that create the impression he owns various brands and businesses, when in reality he may have simply been compensated to promote them. Smith questioned whether any of the luxury items Mayweather showcases are truly his, joking that even the private jets he displays could be tied to sponsorship agreements, adding that the only verified accomplishment no one disputes is his boxing record He suggested that outside the ring, the extent of Mayweather's actual holdings is unclear. Smith further claimed that evidence connected to the reported home search indicates Mayweather's involvement in cryptocurrency controversies may run deeper than any questionable real estate partnerships. He stated that over the years he has examined multiple crypto-related activities allegedly linked to Mayweather, asserting that digital assets may be where the most serious misconduct occurred, because such ventures often attract less scrutiny. According to Smith, Mayweather and various crypto associates allegedly profited while supporters suffered heavy losses, and he expressed hope that authorities would closely examine that aspect of the situation. He also referenced blockchain investigator Zach XBT, who has publicly accused Mayweather of connections to numerous token schemes, noting that the boxer's history includes legal disputes and settlements tied to crypto promotions. Social media criticism intensified after posts surfaced accusing him of backing yet another questionable token, prompting backlash from users who argued that celebrity wealth can sometimes be misleading. Observers questioned why someone perceived as financially successful would risk involvement in such ventures, and whether meaningful accountability would ever follow. ZACH XBT has previously outlined more than a dozen digital projects allegedly associated with Mayweather that later collapsed. At one point, Mayweather introduced a token branded under his own name and promoted it heavily online, only to remove the posts after investors had already committed funds, which fueled additional suspicion. Reports have also linked him to ventures such as Ethereum X and other NFT and token initiatives that critics labeled as failed or abandoned projects. In 2022, Smith discussed how the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission charged Mayweather for failing to disclose compensation he received for endorsing several initial coin offerings, including a six-figure payment tied to Centratech. Authorities stated that he used social media to encourage followers to participate before those offerings launched. Smith added that Mayweather previously paid substantial penalties related to unlawful crypto promotions. According to the commentary, many investors reportedly experienced significant losses after backing projects such as Centra's ICO and other tokens that were later described as rug pulls, where liquidity was allegedly withdrawn without warning, leaving buyers with worthless assets. Smith emphasized that Mayweather was not the only public figure entangled in these crypto-related controversies, but maintained that his association with multiple ventures had far-reaching consequences for those.
So if certain people want to wear, true religions, certain people want to wear Jordans, I don't knock that. We all got to start from somewhere. I buy my kids Jordans all the time. You know what I'm saying? And at one particular time, I was wearing True Religion jeans, and I still don't knock True Religion jeans. You know why? Because that's a multi-billion-dollar company. You have to start from somewhere. So, I'm not here to knock nobody. We all live our life the way we want to live our life. Now, see, my lifestyle is a little different. I dress different.
Commission has repeatedly referenced Floyd Mayweather Jr. in public enforcement releases concerning undisclosed payments tied to cryptocurrency promotions, stating that certain individuals failed to reveal compensation they received for endorsing specific token offerings. Without admitting or denying the findings, those involved agreed to resolve the matter by paying more than $750,000 in combined penalties. The actions represented the agency's first cases addressing misconduct connected to initial coin offerings, an emerging fundraising model in which companies sell digital tokens to investors. Regulators stressed that many of these offerings may qualify as securities under federal law, which requires transparency about any promotional payments. According to the SEC, Mayweather received compensation to publicize 3 separate ICOs, including one linked to Centratech, a Miami-based firm later accused of fraud. Among the cited examples were social media posts encouraging followers to act quickly before the token sale closed, as well as statements in which he projected substantial returns and playfully referred to himself with a crypto-themed nickname. Similar scrutiny surfaced in 2017, even after his lucrative bout with Conor McGregor. Despite questions about his finances, publications such as Sports Illustrated have reported his net worth in the hundreds of millions, and he has continued to display signs of wealth, including a $50 million Gulfstream G650. Reports also noted a recent visit to Roatan in the Bay Islands, where he shared images of his aircraft and praised the island's scenery, hospitality, and cuisine. During that trip, Tourism Minister Yadira Gomez-Bird presented him with an award and a book detailing the island's history, although allegations of financial strain have surfaced at various times. Mayweather has consistently countered them by highlighting his luxury lifestyle. After several days without public comment, he addressed the latest accusations directly through social media posts in a live session, denying claims of debt, tax troubles, and criminal wrongdoing while displaying expensive watches and reaffirming his financial stability.
Ever. All right. Now, Floyd Mayweather Jr., there's a story circulating that Business Insider did talking about this $400 million property deal that he had been discussing here in New York City. But now, according to Business Insider, it's not what you think it is. They said there's no evidence there's been a sale of these properties. And it's 62 rental apartment buildings in Upper Manhattan. Here is what Floyd Mayweather had said at the time on a video that he posted on his Instagram.
I love bringing the people into my lifestyle, showing the people how I live. Now, I know you guys see me on a regular talking about real estate. Well, lately, I purchased 62 apartment buildings in New York City. And what I need you guys to do, slide over and check out the photos. It's not all 62 buildings, it's a few buildings, but guess what? All the buildings belong to me. I don't have no partners. And all the retail down low,
confirming that Floyd Mayweather Jr. holds legal ownership of the luxury properties frequently associated with his name. Instead, reports suggest he may have participated as a paid ambassador, presenting himself as the face of certain developments to boost interest among potential buyers or tenants, while developers prepared them for sale. Despite the speculation, the outspoken boxer took to social media to reject claims of financial instability, asserting that his business empire remains secure and implying that the Internal Revenue Service is simply seeking a portion of his earnings. At one point, critics accused him of sharing a fabricated tax document online to shape public perception. Known by the moniker Money, Mayweather has long cultivated an image tied not only to his dominance inside the ring, but also to his remarkable earning power from prize fights and commercial ventures. He has publicly stated that he paid an 8-figure tax bill in the previous year alone, reinforcing his reputation as one of the highest earning